that, and I think we're ready to rock and roll on this. Welcome, 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 everybody. It is Saturday, noon p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, or whatever time it happens to be where you are right now. It is Ask Me Anything with Robert Hollis, the AMAs with the amazing Robert Hollis. And a few announcements because actually, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat today. This is going to be a very special AMA. So get out your pen and paper or pencil and paper or whatever it is you do or use to take copious notes. And I am saying this for a specific reason. I'm not going to tell you yet because I'm going to let our gentleman host take care of that. But I want to let you know that this is going to be a very, 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 very special day. All right. Hopefully you got the message. It will be Ask Me Anything too. So if you do have a question, then you know how to do that. Find the reactions button, whether it's below on Zoom, I should say, whether it's below on the bottom, or if you click on the more button and then click on reactions, then go ahead and select that you want to raise your hand. But we're going to wait on that. So just letting you know, otherwise you can always ask in the chat to the questions. First of all, thank you to all of our subscribers on the YouTube channel. We now have 6,338 subscribers. We have broken the 6,300 mark and we continue to keep going. And why? Because it's you. You help share our message and get it out there, whether it's here on YouTube or if you also if you are also following us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, please, when you see our videos, feel free to share them. We spread the word, we get the word out there, and we get more people involved, and we get more people understanding what this is all about. To all of our veterans, today is November 11th, and it is officially Veterans Day, the traditional day for Veterans Day, not the Monday or the Friday. November 11th is the traditional day. And whether at home or abroad, active duty, reserves, or retired, to all of those who have served, are serving, we thank you very, very much. We appreciate all that you have given and you have sacrificed, and also to your families as well, because they have had to go through this as well with you. So bless you and thank you, all of our veterans. Now, let's get ready to do this, okay? The gentleman that I'm going to introduce to you has what he is going to share with us today, the plan. We are going to go through with what he shares with people and how to make the income you've always dreamt about. And this is going to be the game plan to make it happen. That's why today on this Ask Me Anything, it will be very, very special. So make sure you are taking plenty of notes. All right? Q&A will follow. Now, allow me to introduce the gentleman of today's AMA. He is an entrepreneurial evangelist renowned for his incredible achievements. He is also known for inspiring countless of individuals around the globe with his unwavering determination and spirit. And he has also helped 67 people, as of this date, become millionaires. He is known as a mentor, a GPS to success, a dear friend. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Robert Hollis!
Greg, thank you so much. Again, the hostess to the mostest. And for all of you that always see this incredible gentleman, Craig, give me some incredible intros. I just pray one day that each and every one of you experience that kind of introduction, because you deserve it. You're enough. You're worthy. You just got to get around the right people. So like Craig said today, I'm going to share with you guys the plan. And before I do that, again, I want to say thank you to all the people that have served And I know James Saunders is in Kai. There's a few people that have served. I really appreciate you, Jerome. Any one of you that have served. But I also want to thank the families and the people that love them, because they have to sacrifice as well. So they did all the work they did, so I can do what I did. So thank you very much. It never, ever goes without mentioning. And with that said, the first thing I'm going to do is show you guys a video, because if you talk to anyone that's been involved in the military or anyone that's ever been successful, they've all had a plan. So you figure out the plan and then you execute the plan. So I thought this would be very neat to show you guys at the beginning. It's a very short video. It's a guy breaking the record for solving the Rubik's Cube while he is blind, while he's blindfolded. But I want you to watch the first couple of seconds in it, because tell me what you think he was doing in his head. Can you see it okay?
Yes, we got it.
Okay. Okay. So how many of you at the beginning seen him studying it? Do you believe in his mind while he was looking at it, looking at the whole thing in his mind? I got to make this move, this move, this move, this move, then this one, this one, this one, this one, then this one, this one, this one, this one, done. 16 seconds, 22 breaks the world record of doing a Rubik's Cube. Do you think that he could have done it if you just handed him the Rubik's Cube, blindfolded, and he never got to see it first? So now, here's the funny thing. How many people think that he learned to do the Rubik's Cube before he did it blindfolded? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a plan that my mentor showed me 37 years ago. And he helped me make this plan happen. And when he made me make this plan happen, when all of a sudden you guys see me and I open up a new market, whether it's Hungary or Romania or Nigeria, and then you see that I give them a plan, and then I go, boom, 100 new rank advances. That all starts with giving people a visualization of the plan. Did you guys follow me? Okay, so let's do that. But before we get started, documentation beats conversation, right? So I'm going to go into my phone. You guys know what the MDC app is, right? I'm going to click on the MDC app. Okay. I don't know if you guys got the same password I do. ... No, I'm kidding. Okay. Some of you don't like senses of humor. That's okay. Then I'm going to put in back office. I love watching it load up because then people are like, hey, that's probably sort of hard to fake. You know what I mean? Then I'm going to go to home, and I'm going to go under reports, and I'm going to put in team sales. All right. This game plan I'm about ready to show you can show you how to have over 13,000 people that are responsible for your income And in 5 years, 8 months, it can show you how to make $4.667 million. And that averages out to be a little over, I think, $2,200 a day. $2,200 a day for the past 2,070 days. All right. So if you want to do a game plan, how many people would like to make money from the same thing that they're doing 5 years from now? Okay. It's hard to do that if you keep going from company to company to company to company to company to shiny ball, shiny ball, shiny ball, shiny ball, shiny ball, shiny ball. So a lot of people reach out to me all the time and go, Robert, how can I make that income? Easy. Stop moving. Okay? Because I show people my back office, and I just want to show you guys how to put a couple of $100 into your pocket. We'll start out doing that a month, then we're going to do that a week, and then we're going to do that a day. Then we're going to do that an hour. How many people are getting it? What's 2,200? Let me do that quick. $2,200 divided by 24. So I'm currently right now just at $91 an hour. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 5 years and 8 months. You guys ready for the plan? Okay, here we go. Ding, 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 ding. Now, for those of you that went to the convention, this is what I showed them. Okay, Craig, you're going to have to tell me if you can see it.
We got it.
Okay, so I only can show you how to get to super affiliate. I don't know how to, I haven't gotten a master, so I can't show you how to get to master, right? So the very next step is, so far this year, in our organization, we've created 379 rank advances. Every one of these rank advances that you see us go through equates to a dollar figure. And you're going to see that in a minute. My wife and I have made $191,000 in upfront money from hitting these ranks. So again, if I can do it, you can do it. Now, what's unique about Nigeria is we just finished a year. We go from October to October. And to think that Nigeria has only been doing this since June. We've only started building in Nigeria since June, July, August, September, October, 4 months. And they're the number 3 country in the world. So how many of you have always heard that? Oh my God, this takes a long time. Yes, just like Henry Ford or Craig always quotes him. If you think it's going to take a long time, it is. If you think that you could find someone and they could blow it up, then that's true too, right? So I just did a Zoom this morning with Coach Joshua, and he had 112 people on that Zoom. So, it's like some people put me in front of 0 people. And some people like Joshua and Joshua Daramella and Mosh, they put me in front of hundreds of people. So I think they got a little over 7,000 people there. Now, since the convention, it went to 109. So we've actually got 9 rank advances so far this month. And so it's pretty interesting. So here we go. Steps to success and freedom. When my mentor showed me this, you guys, I want you to imagine me doing this to you. If you're watching this video, please imagine that it's just you and I sitting down and talking about a plan to get you to freedom and success. Got it? So you draw a circle and it's you. When my mentor showed me this, all I wanted to be is a circle. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to help someone start their own business. Now, what we can do is call it what we are been promoting recently is brand bucks. So brand bucks, basically, if we're talking about one product, here's the brand bucks. If we're talking about one product, this one, Fuel Factor X, just as an example, this costs $5 from the company. If you buy brand bucks first, this costs you $4. So how many people want to pay $5 or $4? See, if you'll notice here, this is really just an IQ test. That's all it is. Can you get started for free? Yes, you can. Can you build to make enough money to be able to brand bucks? Yes, you can. But what you do is you become an affiliate for free, and then you start sharing your affiliate link. Just that simple. Now, if you make it more complicated than that, you lose. If you overthink, you lose. If you get scared of other people's opinions and rejection, you lose. So we're going to go out there and start sharing our link, and now somebody duplicates that same thing. They do 100 in PV. It's 50%. You make $50. So how many people would like to share a link? Someone buys one of these, and then we send you $50. So there's people out there right now, not people from Nigeria, Hungary, Romania. $50 is a lot of money. And I believe in America, that $50 is a lot of money. There's a lot of people. So let's go pretty quick here. So now we're going to get 2 people. Do you guys know, since this industry has been invented 84 years ago, that the average person gets 2.4 people? 2.4 people. So in this scenario, you know, our goal is to get you a check, a belief check. If you all of a sudden got paid from this company, do you believe in it? See, because people are going to go, well, listen, did you get paid? Yes, I got paid. So our goal first is to get you a check, a belief check, so you can tell other people, hey, I got paid. Look at my app. I got paid, right? So now we're going to help those 2 people get a belief check. And they're going to we're going to help them take the next level. So now the company not only is going to have paid you $100 so far, but now what you did is those 4 people, the jump starts, you would get an additional $40. So now so far you've made $140. Now our next goal is to get you in profit. So we're going to do exactly the same thing with those 4. We're going to get them a belief check. Now listen closely. Everyone that gets involved in the company, do they bring people in? No. But then you can find people like me that bring in thousands of people personally. So that's where that average comes from, right? So you started out by spending $199. And now on this slide, with 8 other people that want to get a belief check, you made $204. You're in profit. How many people in this room and watching this video, live or recorded, want to say to people, listen, how's that thing going? I'm in profit. And that's where my mentor's mentor shared with him, I'd rather be in profit, work for profits instead of wages. You guys follow that? Now, how many people do we got to go through to find 2 people that need to make extra money? I don't know. But all I knew is if I got in a profit, this would really, really fly. So at the beginning of my career, I got 72 people to watch a video just like this. Out of the 72 people, 11 of them got involved. 6 of them got a return on their investment and got into profit. And I made $1 million before the age of 30 showing this plan. If you guys ever hear of the people that have made hundreds of millions of dollars in this industry, did you hear me? Hundreds of millions of dollars. The one thing that you're going to always hear is the person that shows the plan the most makes the most money. You want to make a little money? Talk to a little bit of people. You want to make no money? Talk to nobody. You want to make a lot of money? Talk to a lot of people. This is not a sales game. This is a sorting game. So now let's take it to the next generation. Now to get a rank advance, you're going to have to go through people and find your third, because you need 3 people to get the first rank advancement. So that's another $50. Then you total it all up. Your total earnings is $254. But now you hit a rank advancement of $1K and you get a $100 bonus. So now that's $354. The goal here is not only to get a belief check, get in profit, but get in major profit, but also get promotions and get raises. How many of you are excited about actually being in control of your raises? It's not based on your education. It's not based on whether or not you've been incarcerated. It doesn't make a difference what your resume looks like or whether you're dating the owner's daughter. It's an equal opportunity. No skin color, doesn't make a difference your religion, whether you're married, your sexual status, nothing. You do the work, you get paid. I love that, right? So now my goal is to make sure that the first 3 people that I brought in get into profit. Do you guys see how simple this is? Now, I might go through 1,000 people to find a couple of people that are serious about making 6 figures a year. But you need to find the people that have the ears to hear. You really got to do that. So we're going to take this to the next generation. Now we have a total of 16 people. You look at add the 8, 4, and the 2, that's 30 people with 100 in PV. Now what everyone's doing is they're just putting their brand books on subscription, and they're actually getting everything at a discount. Plus you're accruing $200 and travel points. Plus you get 1 level of check matching. So as you get these people that are getting check matches, now all of a sudden you're at $300 a month and residual income. That's $3,600 extra a year in your budget. Do you know anybody right now that would turn down $3,600 a raise a year? And this is your side hustle. We have over 1,000 products. We're 9 years old. We've done $500 million in sale. Listen, this is not, I wonder if it'll work. It's already working. It's not on trial. So now if you're making $300 a month extra residual income, do you want to help your 3 people do that? Of course you do. So now that takes it to the next level and you doubled your monthly income. Now you're making an extra $7,000. And look at, by hitting 5K, you get yourself another raise, then you got another $500 bonus. How many people are getting this? You go to the next level. You're doubling again, 1,260. Now you take 1,260 times 12. How many people are starting to realize that this is just a little bit better than getting a part-time job? Because you take that times 12, and that's $15,000 extra a year. Now, what if it took you 5 years to do this? Would an extra $1,200 and $1,260 a month coming into your account, would it be worth it? See, what's unique about being an entrepreneur is we have to have what is called delayed satisfaction. See, everyone in the world runs on instant gratification. So have you seen people in a McDonald's or in a McDonald's drive-thru and they're all pissed off because it's taking too long? People have an 8-second attention span. So now we're going to work this to the next level. Now you're making $2,560 a month. No, is that $30,000 a year? How many of you, now you got a 25K, you got another $2,500 bonus, and get this, ladies and gentlemen, I had 2 people, Mosh and Joshua, that hit 50K in their first 90 days. Their first 90 days in Nigeria and MDC. They got $4,100 in just upfront bonuses. So the average person in Nigeria makes $750 a month, US. So these people now are making crazy income. Let's take it to the next level. Now we got 510 people in our group and you're making $60,000 a year. Do you guys know anybody that if they could make 60 grand and walk away from their job or retire their spouse, at 50K, you get a $5,000 bonus? So now that's $9,100. Right now, I have 2 individuals and a total of 22 people in my group that are at this rank or higher. Is that crazy? So what would we do? We just keep doing it. It's just duplication, simple plan, doing the same thing over and over. Now we're over 100 grand, $100,000, $120,000 a year, and 1,022 people that are doing 100 in personal volume. Let's take it one more level so people freak out here. All right. So now that's over what? $240,000 a year? Again, what if it took you 5 years? Those 5 years are going to happen anyway. Now, the next thing I want to do is, what would you do with this kind of money? You know, here's a chance for every one of you to throw something in the chat. How many of you would like to get out of debt, pay down your biggest credit card? How many of you like to save this money and actually get a new car, a reliable car? How many of you would like to add this to your current budget and actually move out an apartment to a safe community? How many of you would like to do something that for someone you love? Like Joshua Daramella, the main person in Nigeria, he wanted to buy a piece of property and build his mom and his siblings a home. And he did that. Now he's got a beautiful apartment in Lagos, and he's got over 7,000 people that are responsible for his income. See, if he can do it, you can do it. But I have stories like this in Hungary and stories like this in Romania. It's just amazing. Of course, stories like this in the US. So now the next slide I want to show you is, this actually is a slide that was created by Josh Wagle, our owner. And the reason that I like this is it doesn't really talk about leadership track bonuses, jumpstart bonuses, a one-time rank, global bonus pool. This is just residual income. So what it does is, you see in the column there that you're looking at a total of 10 affiliates. Again, you're not doing the average 2.5. But if you've got 10 affiliates and you built it just like I shared with you on the other slides, you know, you can figure out the income that you want to get paid residually by just looking at this slide. Do you want to make 10 grand a month? That's 1,000 affiliates, 500 on your left, 500 on your right, that all have brand bucks on subscription. Simple as it is. Well, I'd like to make 23,000 a month. I'd like to make 55,000 a month. See, Terry and I are super affiliates. And as a super affiliate, you actually see where you got to have 10,000 people. And didn't I show you that we have over 13,000? So we've made over 102 million, $1.2 million a year. So what do you guys think that I did at the beginning of my career? I put as many people as I could in front of a video. That's all I did. I found people that would like to make income. My mentor was making 62 grand a month. So I put people in front of his video. He told me, listen, Robert, don't think about the people that don't reply. Don't think about people that say that you're involved in some kind of crypto scam or some kind of legal pyramid. Do you realize, Robert, that 95% of the people on the planet are broke, struggling? Don't listen to broke people. Stop doing it. Wouldn't it be neat, everyone, if that when you sit down to listen to someone's opinion, that Facebook or social media force them by law to show you what their balance was in their checking account? Wouldn't that be cool? So someone reaches out, hey, I don't think you should do this. Let me look. I'm not listening to you. You're out of your mind. So make sure that people see this game plan. Because if I can do it, you can do it. When Terry and I got involved in My Daily Choice 5 years and 8 months ago, I don't have a clue how many people I put in this system for free. No clue. I do know 81 of them bought product, and people that got in with me, like Melody Riba, that went to 25K, they did the same thing. Just like did in Hungary, Romania, just like I did in the United States, just like I'm doing in Nigeria. So now there's a group of people walking around that have made tens of thousands of dollars a month. And do you guys realize that's millions of Naira? In the last 4 months, I have people in Nigeria that are making over $10,000 a month. If they can do it, can't you? So if not this, then what? If not you, then who? So when? So that's documentation-based conversation. That's the plan. So now, to finish this up, all we need to talk about is who we're going to put in those first couple of spots. See, you got to stop judging people, because people that make 100,000 a year want to make 200. The people that make 200 want to make 500. And you're not talking to them, and you're not sending them this video because you're waiting until you figure it out to make money and get a rank advancement. Not smart. Not smart. I put everyone in front of my mentor because he was making $700,000 a year. They didn't want to learn from me. They wanted to learn from him. So all I did is put them in front of his videos. So if you know anybody that would like to make 4.6 million in the next 5.5 years, send them my way. Of course, there's got to be a income disclosure statement. I know Craig was really, really great at showing that, but I am not saying that everyone can do this. Here's what's really sad. I had a guy, I think he's on here, Coach Bob. And he said, listen, when you look at income disclosure statement, why is it that no one ever makes any money in this? Why is there only 1% of people that make the crazy money? And I said, Coach Bob, unfortunately, that's the way it is in everything in life. How many PhDs, push here, dummy. No, I'm sorry. How many PhDs make $1 million a year? How many lawyers make $1 million a year? How many doctors make $1 million a year? Here's the crazy thing. How many professional athletes make $1 million a year? Less than 1%. How do I know that? Because to make $1 million a year, that puts you in less than 1% people in America. It puts you in the 0.01% of people in the entire world. You might not want to make $1 million. My goal is to teach you how to introduce this system to people who do. Because if you introduce people to this company that looks at me and goes, what are you talking about? A dyslexic auto mechanic from Montana, North Dakota that wears flowered Tommy Bahama shirts? He's making over $1 million a year. My God, if he can do it, I can do it. And they can with this system. So that's the plan. That's the plan. That's what we need to do. Got it? So again, in MDC, March 2018, I don't know how many free people I put in, and I sure in the hell don't know how many people that I left a message to. But I know that 81 of them bought product. We did 41,000 in volume, and Terry and I made over $10,000 in our first 30 days. I've done this with every single company I've been with. So it works. So when you look at that guy with the Rubik's Cube again, did you see him looking at the Rubik's Cube and thinking about every move he was going to make? Then once he got the plan in his head, he pulled the blindfold down and executed. Did you notice that he didn't do 2 moves and stopped. That's why most of the people fail in this industry. Because it looks too good to be true, and it's exciting. And once we believe in it and we want to be a circle, then we know this is an IQ test. And unfortunately, a lot of people fail. So we go out and when they talk to a couple people, they try to sell the people. They try to beg the person. They try to talk them into some kind of deal. This is not about sales. This is about sorting through people to find the right people at the right time. That's all it is. So they try to convince, they try to sell, they try to push people. Unfortunately, people that won't participate in their own rescue. And so they go, listen, I talked to a few people and it didn't work. I'm done. And then they get into the next company and they talk to a few free people and it doesn't work and they're done. And then they get into the next deal and they talk to a few people and that didn't work, then they're done. You guys know any people like this? Yes, the majority of the people in the world. They started martial arts, they quit. They started to play an instrument, they quit. They started to sing, they quit. They started to dance, they quit. It's like the world is full of professional quitters that develop a habit. They don't know how to look long term, and they don't know how to do this for others. In this example of the plan, did you notice that I wanted you to think about things you could do with this money? And that's exactly what my mentor did. He showed me the check attached to the stub, and he said, Robert, what if I endorse this check over to you? What would you do? Well, first thing I would do is pay my back rent so I don't get kicked out. And then I want to turn on my electricity. I got to pay the repo man, the pawn shop money so they don't take my used Celica. And then what I want to do is I want to fly out and bring my son back. I'm a single father. Things were so bad in my life that I asked his mom to take care of him. And then I would like to fly to Montana and propose to my girlfriend that has been with me for 5 years, and I didn't think that I was worthy, and I told her to go home. And he goes, how would those things make you feel? And I said, my God, I'd be on top of the world. And he said, Robert, it's 30 days away. It's 30 days away. You can make all this stuff happen in 30 days. But you got to get 70 plus people to watch this video. I went, yes, sir. And I did it. My whole life changed. Became a millionaire before the age of 30. Now I've helped 67 people make over $1 million in commissions, and 9 of them own their own marketing company. Are you guys showing people the plan? Because if they don't have a plan, then they got to rely on their own belief, their own lack of success, their own lack of motivation, their own lack of faith. So they go out there and they try a little bit, it doesn't work, and then they quit. It's your goal to show them this plan and then do the plan with them. Help them find the best people they know and make sure those people know the plan. So I love and appreciate you. I believe in you. I know you can do this. And if no one's giving you permission to have freedom and success, do exactly what my mentors did to me. Give them permission. I know you can do this. I love and appreciate you. Get back with the person that shared this video with you. Hey, Craig. Time for Ask Me Anything?
OMG. I hope each and every one of you saw that. And I hope that each and every one of you got that. And I hope that each and every one of you watch that again and again and again. I agree, Kai. Mic drop. That's all that is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Craig, I'm
Yes.
looking. I went to gallery view and I just see like a bunch of people that look like deer staring into headlights.
uh, okay. Did
They're like,
everybody raise your hand? Did everybody get that message?
now, how many of you really truly believe that that plan won't work? Because you guys do know you're talking to someone that just did that plan again, didn't you? Now, for me to go to master, I just need to find 5 frickin' people that would like to follow that plan. You know what's going to happen? A majority of you that watch this video live or recorded, you won't do that plan. You'll be spending the rest of your life trying to solve the Rubik's Cube. You're going to be frustrated. I'm struggling. It doesn't make sense. This seems to be hard. It's like, don't you guys understand that you don't need to understand the plan? You need to put the plan in front of other people that believe it. How many kids, how many little girls get into dance and cheerleading and gymnastics? How many little boys get in flag football, t-ball, soccer, basketball? And like I was sharing with Coach Bob, a lot of people played sports when they're young. It takes a little more commitment and learning from a coach and following a plan to get to junior high sports, high school sports. Got to really be good at following the plan to get a scholarship into college. And you really got to follow the plan if you want to get drafted into the NFL. What makes the difference between a lawyer that makes working as a public defender their whole life, hardly making any money, and a person that owns their own law firm making millions of dollars? The plan. A doctor that works graveyard shift to a doctor that has his own practice that has 8 other doctors working in his practice. The plan. I don't have to keep going because you guys know that everyone that's ever been successful ever, the people that are making it big time and the people that are playing small, is just the difference in their plan. So once they see the plan, just like a road map, I'm going to go from where I live to Vegas. You got to put together a plan. How am I getting there? Am I taking a bus? Am I taking a train? Am I driving my own car? Am I flying coach? Am I flying first class? Am I getting a private jet? They're all different plans. But here's the point of the plan. Whether you took a bus or a train, if you follow the plan, you still get to Vegas. Have any of you ever been on a road trip? And while you're on the road trip, you start doing this in your head? Do you think we're on the right road? I think we're lost. I think we're lost. Better slow down. Better stop and ask for directions. For people that got big egos, I'm not going to ask for help. No way am I going to ask for help. I'm just going to keep driving. I don't give a shit even if it's in the wrong way. I don't care. Now I got GPS on my phone. And people look at it. Do you think it's correct? Do you think it's correct? Maybe I put in the wrong thing. Maybe I should slow. Okay. Craig, to you.
Okay, I can't. That's going to be hard to follow, Robert, because you really laid down the law right there, and I hope everybody understood. Now, okay, when I say laid down the law, what Robert just shared with you, the plan. You he just basically gave you the opportunity to pick yourselves up and move forward. So please watch this again. Follow the plan. Follow the certain way. And keep it super simple. Kiss it, baby. Kiss it.
Amen.
All right. Now we have people with their hands raised. So we've got questions for the amazing Robert Hollis. I see Coach Bob, Jody Falcon, John Tier, and Erlene Day with their hands up. Of course, if you do also have a question, we'll try to get in as many as we can. Please go ahead and also ask it in the chats, whether you're on YouTube or here in Zoom. If you're on YouTube, please hit that like button. That's that thumbs up. And we appreciate you. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. These are the kinds of things that you will get by following us here on Robert Hollis's channel. And also be part of the inner circle where we go more into depth. Click on that join button at the bottom of the video there on YouTube, or go to roberthollis.com/join. Now let's get going with some of these amazing questions on Ask Me Anything with Robert Hollis. Coach Bob, you are the first hand up, and then we're going to go ahead and roll right on through everybody with their questions. Here come the answers. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Bob, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks. Hey, thanks, Craig. And hey, Matt. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Yeah,
Blessed
those
and
numbers.
blessed and highly favored and deeply loved. How are you, my friend?
Same here.
Good.
So, yeah, those numbers kind of got me depressed. But, looking at anything, I was just looking small businesses, 20% fail within the first year. And then within 5 years, 50% fail. Isn't that crazy?
There's another one that they never say. The ones, the 50% after the ones that stayed in business for 5 years, it took companies like Amazon 10 years before they got profit. No one ever talks that, okay, my business, I kept it in business for 5 years. What did you profit? If you guys watch Shark Tank, what is what, Bob, tell me, how much have you done for sales? Oh my God, we've done, just a little over a million in sales. Are you paying yourself yet? No, I'm not paying myself yet. So how much are you in profit? I'm not in profit. I had my father and one of my brothers invested in the company. I still haven't paid them back.
Yeah, right.
And it's like, and then the person goes, hey, with that kind of sales, I'm going to be your new guy. You know what I mean? I'll take 20% of your company. But it's like, there's not too many companies that are on Shark Tank that go, we've done 2 million in sales in our last 2 years and we're $100,000 in profit. Very, very few. So sorry to interrupt you, Bob.
Oh, no. And a lot of them are in debt too, right? And I mean, our business, you can start for free. I mean, what the heck, I don't know why people are complaining, but anyways, my question is to you, Robert, is, so you have a pattern that you do during the day or certain things you do. Okay. Yep. I'm wondering the main things you do for your business during the day that might help us out to kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's two things that I'm doing all day, every day. And that's not only connecting with strangers through a voice clip, connecting with a gift, and then asking them to do me a favor. But I'm also on Zooms with other people that connect me with their people that want to hear the plan.
Okay.
So like this morning, I got up early, 6 o'clock Nigerian time. That's 10 o'clock Montana time. I just had 112 strangers that I talked to on a Zoom.
Oh.
So you got a bunch of those going, so you got people that are following the certain way. They're finding people that are interested, that have ears to hear. They introduce them to me. And some people don't have to see the plan from me. Some people will just watch this video and go, I got it.
Gotcha.
So how many people do I have to go through asking those people to do me a huge personal favor to introduce me to somebody that wants to make 6 figures a year? Because if I find 2, that's $240,000 a month. I mean, a year, $240,000 a year. Yeah. I find 2 people, one on my left and one on my right that want to make 6 figures a year. That's 200,000, 10% of that money, not counting the other bonuses. It's $20,000 a month.
Nice. Yep.
So what if we're talking about a professional sports team? So you and I, Bob, own a professional what team? What's your favorite sport?
Let's say racing, because you like racing.
Okay, racing. Right. The next goal for us is to find the right pit crew, find the right crew chief, and find the right driver. That's all we got to do. Doesn't seem that hard, does it?
No.
It doesn't. So the teams that have multiple car drivers, like Ricky Hendricks, Joe Gibbs, Roger Penske, my personal favorite, they're consistently got drivers that are in the local circuits. Then they got people that are driving trucks, the first big boys. Then from there, Infinity, and then from there, Cup. So every sport has the wannabes, the pretty goods that get to the amateur, the next level of amateur, which is called the minor leagues, then the pros. Gotcha. So everyone wants a championship driver. But I love that you brought up racing, because Ryan Blaney just won his first championship, but he's only been driving since he was 10. So he's only like 28 or 29. So he's only been driving something with a motor and wheels for only 10 years.
But he never quit.
He never quit. He never quit. He kept to the plan. And when Roger Penske found him, that's what Roger Penske said to him. Because the thing that Roger Penske will go down in history of is there's no one on the planet that's made more championship racers than him. Does that mean that every driver that drove for Roger Penske won a championship? Not even close. But yet he's probably got like 30 championship guys that have a pin or a ring or a trophy. Yeah. Well, what do you mean? He's been in race car driving forever. He's been doing it, for years, 50 years, and he's only helped 20 people. Don't get mad at me when I say this, but that's just 20 more people that he helped achieve their dream that you haven't. So I've been blessed in my career to have a couple of champions.
That's awesome. Yeah. And one more quick one to let you go. So, what do you use? You said you sleep with a motivational, or not motivational, but you go to bed and you listen to
meditation.
Yeah. So what do you use for that? Because they have, like, I saw on Amazon. I was just wondering what you got for that.
Great. Craig will post it. What I do, it's just an 8-hour meditation. I put it on file. Then I bought one of those little Bluetooth boxes, strapped it to my headboard. Then I hook it up with the Bluetooth and I play it when I go to sleep.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So that's how you do it.
And I play it right after Bob Proctor.
Okay.
So I got my neck pillow. I listen to Bob Proctor when that's over. Then I switch and then I go to sleep.
Oh, cool. All right. I was just wondering how you did it, because I want to start doing that.
Thank you. And then I get up in the morning and I pray. And then after I get done praying, I listen to the 6 phase meditation.
I do that.
Yeah, that Get plugged in, man. And don't you guys think it's funny that we're I focus on talking about the plan. There's a graphic out there. I don't know if someone can find it. They probably can. But one of the people that have earned hundreds of millions of dollars in this industry is a guy named Bill Britt. And there's a graphic that just flies all over around. And it says, all I did was show the plan to 2,700 people. Out of the 2,700, 61 got involved. Out of the 61 that got involved, 15 make 6 figures a year. Out of the 15, one person made me a multimillionaire. There's the plan.
There it is. I'm fired up.
And it's like, so the only difference, Coach Bob, that we always talk about is what they're being peaked with first.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only difference between you and I, is I just got showing a game plan. And instead of asking people to be a customer, I'm asking people if they want to leave their job.
Right.
I still have to go through the people, but you're still finding the interested people. So I'll never forget, Sean said to me, which I know he was told to say, is he said, Robert, I met a guy, he makes 62 grand a month. I seen his check in an envelope. It was attached to the stub. He's looking for people that want to make 6 figures a year with his proven system and training. You don't need any experience whatsoever. Who do you know? I said, me. He introduced me to Bill. I then watched a 45-minute video of Bill doing a presentation. And then Bill came out and told everybody they could leave if they're not interested. And he was just going to stay for another 20 minutes to show everyone a game plan. And that's what he did to me on a chalkboard. Let's say this is you. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is.
And I still say this to this day. If I walked away from there and ran into you, Bob, out in the parking lot, and you go, my God, you can't take the smile off your face. What are you excited about? You know what I mean?
Right. Oh,
and I go, I just seen the greatest thing in the world. I know that I'm going to make so much money and take care of so many people. Well, what's the name of the company? I don't know. Who started it? I don't know. How long has it been going? I don't know. What are the products? They talked about quite a few of them. I don't remember them all. How are you compensated? Not sure. Then how are you going to make a lot of money? Because all I got to do is put 70 people watch this video, and then I'm going to put them in front of the video that Bill just did called The Plan. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. Just have to find those that have ears to hear. That's all I got to find.
Yeah, I think people clutter it up with all this other stuff, right? I mean, they make it too complex. I don't even know how, Robert, to be honest with you, I don't even know how I get paid. I know.
And the last one is, if people just understood the sort of the tweak that I'm so excited about, is that I don't know one company. You guys got to help me find this company, because I don't know of another company where a person could buy this and get paid one generation of 30% on somebody that they introduce business residual check. My largest residual check in this company was $98,000. So you take that times 0.30. That's $29,400 if you introduce me. And that's 1 month.
Crazy.
Let's do another thought so you guys can really switch your paradigm. If I walked up to you, Bob, and said, listen, I got room for one more investor. I have this piece of property in California, and because of the laws, a certain amount of homes have to be low-income housing. So what we're going to do is build 250 mobile homes, and we're going to make this one of the best mobile homes there is. So it's going to cost about $80 million for the whole project. I need one more investor that's can at least do $5 million. Bob, do you have $5 million?
No.
No. Okay. Bob, if you put me in front of people to let me explain the deal, if you find someone with $5 million, I'll give you 30% as a finder's fee. Okay, times 0.30. I'll give you 1.5 million. If you find me someone that's got 5 million that wants to invest, guaranteed return. What would your sorting be like? Okay, I got it. I got it. Right. Call up your friend. Hey, Jim, what's up? Got a minute? Yeah. Listen, do you know anyone that's got 5 million that loves to invest? I do not. See you later. Have a good day.
Right.
Here's what you guys do. Hey, Jim, you got a minute? Yeah. You know anyone that wants to make 5 million? No, you guys don't even do that. You don't go to the money. Hey, Jim, do you got a minute? Yeah. Let me explain this opportunity to you. And you go through the whole damn presentation and you go, what do you think? And they go, I think I don't have 5 million. And you're going, well, that was a waste of time. See, why wouldn't you ask them if they're interested up front? Okay.
And then those people quit. I'm done.
Yeah.
Right. You're right. Oh, wonderful, Robert.
If I wanted the $1.5 million as a finder fee, do you know how long it would take me to go through 40, 50 people? Easily in a day. Are you kidding me? Now, here's how entrepreneurs think. Got it? I go, Coach Bob, I got to be straightforward with you. This guy told me if I find a $5 million investor, it's $1.5 million to me. I get 30% finder's fee. If you can really, truly just think about someone that you think you can connect me with, I'll give you $750,000. I'll split it with you if you can find me somebody.
Oh.
See, that's how you got to think as an entrepreneur. I got to cut you in. It's got to be worth it to you. So what do you think I say to people in a business plan? God, you know how many crazy people there is on this planet like me? You find one person like me, it's going to make you $100,000 a year. Just off one level. And yeah, you know how you can sort people? Well, do I have to pay $200? Yeah. Yeah, but do I have to do it every month? Yeah, you do have to pay $2,400 to make 300 grand. Do you only know anyone that's that bright? Jeez. See, so you guys think that I don't get the same stupid objections from the same people you guys do. I get them every day. Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, thank you. Love and appreciate you. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, just little paradigm shifts.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
There you go. All right, we're going to keep it going. We got a few more people with hands raised. And Robert, first of all, thank you so much. This is so eye-opening. And I hope everybody is getting this. And I'm going to stress it again. Watch this video again and again and again. Do I need to say again? Anyways. All right. Let's keep it going. Jody Falcon, thank you so much for waiting. You're up next. John Tier, Erlene Day coming up. So, Jody, let's open up and please share.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Robert. Hi, Craig.
Hi, Jody.
Oh, my God. You just handed it to us on a silver platter. That's all I got to say. On a silver platter. Oh, my God. Okay,
did it click for you?
Oh, honey. So, my big ass problem that I have a solution for immediately, just be consistent.
Yeah.
And it really is that simple. Be consistent. God almighty. I have to tell you though, I missed you guys last Thursday for Breakthrough. Okay. But the last couple of weeks, what I'm experiencing are like in real-time conversations with people, connecting. I'm having like my own breakthroughs. And I'm kind of like proud of myself. I'm getting savvy, a little bit sassy.
gooder and gooder. Just there.
Gooder and gooder. Yes. I forgot where I was going, but anyway, I have an in-house business question, if you don't mind. Oh, thanks, Jerome. I see your comment. So this has 1,000 drops. Okay. This little magic bottle, oh my God in heaven. Does anyone know how many drops are in here? This is so freaking amazing. Right before convention, I was leaving the house to get onto Brightline to go down to Miami. And so that's 3 weeks ago or so. Luna scratched up my arm super bad. I mean, blood everywhere. So I put, 2 or 3 drops of this on there and the bleeding stopped immediately. But the bruising, discoloration, etc., mention the essential oil, nothing really worked until I put 2 drops of this on in less than 2 hours. Look at that.
Wow. Now, okay. I got a quick math for you. So how many milliliters are supposed to be in the big one?
Oh, I need a magnifying glass, even though I'm wearing bifocals.
Here.
Got one. Okay. This is 1 ounce, 30 milliliters.
30 milliliters. So if you took 30 milliliters and divided it by, you said there's 1,000 drops in a big one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I see where you're going. You're such a good math teacher.
Okay.
Okay, now wait.
Milliliters, so I'll take 30 and divide it by 1,000. Okay, that's 0.03. So how many milliliters is in the little one?
I think it's 10.
10?
10, yeah.
So
that'd be 100?
10. So what do you take 0.3 times 10?
Don't ask me. No, I'm the special ed teacher, retired. I never did math.
The third, it'd be 333 drops, right?
Okay.
Anybody can correct me in the chat. So the big one has 1,000 drops, and the little one must have 300.
Yes, but you only need like half of what you would take in this one.
Me and Craig were talking. I decided to do 4 drops
at one time.
At one time, and my vision got blurry. No, I didn't feel bad. I felt awesome, but I was like, whoa. So yeah, I heard it was 1,000 times more potent than our other product. So it's yeah.
I find it interesting. And I shared it with you earlier this week. Some random guy on Instagram wants to connect with me. Okay, fine. And I'm so beautiful. Okay, fine. Thank you. I'm thinking, what the hell do you want? So,
Yeah.
Anyway, he is a coach, life coach.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And he's in his bio, he's helped 1,495 people improve their at-home online business. And I said, oh, that's fantastic. Show me some documentation. Well, he comes back with, oh, you're hanging with that Robert guy, aren't you?
Oh my God. Yes, yes, yes.
And then, see, this is where my sassy comes in. I really enjoy giving people all the rope that they need.
Yeah.
So, I had some down.
And Jody, that's the way I was. I don't know if I've ever said this on a training, but this is what my mentor would say to me is, okay, so I had an opportunity presentation on one VHS tape and the plan on the other one, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys just see the plan. And so he said, I know that some of you might not like violence, so this might not be a good analogy. But he says, I want you to think that you're going into war and you got the presentation, the documentation for the peaking, and then you got the plan. And he said, so you feel a little more comfortable. It's like one of those movies that we always watch where the kid that gets beat up on, that's usually the geek from the dork force, right? Because they got bad social skills. But they always have that 6'3" dude that weighs 235 pounds that's just over his shoulder. And when he starts helping that guy pass his math test,
yeah,
all of a sudden no one wants to pick on the kid anymore because he's got a big friend.
Yeah.
I want you guys to think of me that way. You need to think of me in my videos like I got Robert Hollis in my pocket. And don't make me pull him out. You make me pull him out, he's going to shove his app in your face and he's going to ask you to do it. And even when I was young, because my mentor showed me this, Jody, I would tell people, they say, well, I want to talk to you. Can we meet for coffee? Because I have a business I want to share with you. And I said, listen, no problem. I said, I don't know if you know where the closest ATM is to Fridays, but I looked it up and it's right on the corner of so-and-so and so-and-so. And they go, why would you tell me where the location of the ATM is? And I said, well, I'm going to stop by there and do a balance inquiry. And I want you to do too. And when we meet each other, we'll just give each other's inquiry slip to see how much each one of us have in the bank so we can make this a straight to the point conversation.
Perfect.
Perfect. And the only negative answers that I got all the time, well, Robert, this isn't about the money. I said, listen, anything that keeps me away from the people that I love doing what I love better make me freaking money. If I just enjoy my life doing the things I love and money's not the issue, I don't mind hanging around people I love for no money. But you asked me to have a cup of coffee with you discussing business. I need to know who in the hell I'm in business with. Now that times have gotten where they are today, do you guys realize that I got off a plane in Hungary, flew to Hungary. Tomas picks me up, takes me to a hotel. As soon as I go in that hotel, there's like 40 leaders are in that hotel. One of them was Shandor. I walked up to Shandor. He had a translator there. And I said, Shandor, this is my back office. And the translator said what it was. And then I handed him my phone. And I don't know what the hell he was saying, but he was saying it very loud. Yeah. And then he walked away with his phone and he was showing all the leaders my phone.
Wow.
The next day we did a presentation. So I did that to Judith. I did that to Laszlo. I did it to all the leaders that were in that hotel. The next day we did a meeting. There were 340 people in that first meeting.
Wow.
I stood up in front of everybody and I said, hey, how many people in this room have already created a free account? Translator said it. All of them raised their hands. And I said, why do I have to go through a business opportunity if you guys are already in? I looked at Chris Baum. That's the first time me and him met. And I said, Chris, can you pull up my back office? And he's corporate. And he looked at me and he went, what? I said, I took a picture of all the people in the room that are already in the business. If they're already free affiliates, I cannot persuade them to get in a company that they're already in. And he goes,
What a challenge.
He goes, okay. So I had him pull up my earnings and how many people I had in the team. And I said, does anybody in the room want to make this kind of money? What's really unique about dollar signs? International language.
Mm-hmm.
International language. I did not know. I don't need to know. Even when I built my big group in Latin America, I would tell everyone I know 4 words in Spanish. Loco gringo, mucho dinero.
Wow.
And they all laugh. And I go, for those of you that want to learn how to make this money, let me show you how to do it. You can either do the presentation or you can show my documentation. I just need you to know that I showed my mentor's documentation. So I talked for 10, 15 minutes, shared exactly what I did with you guys today, the plan. And then they did a presentation that lasted for another hour and 45 minutes. Held the product up, had doctors there, had testimonials there. They went through all these products and a person went through the compensation plan. And I had everyone in the first 10 minutes.
Wow. Of course you did.
But people overthink and now they want to throw numbers out there. Let me give you guys one thing that I do. You guys know that I'm a geek from the dork forest. Do you guys realize that we came out with pre-rolls and we also came out with the new CBDA, right? Let me shock you guys for a second because you guys are good. I know you think that you're not good at math, but I'm going to see if you guys can get this. So I went on Google and chat AI, and I put how many people use cannabis in the United States? 18%. Then I Googled, how many people in America do you think need extra money? It came back, everyone.
Wow.
Okay. So every time we come out with a new product, everybody switches their focus and goes, I'm going after the pre-roll people. You see what I mean? I'm just going to still keep leading with my app.
You're the best. You're just the best. Honest to God. An inner circle. You guys are my family.
I love you, Jody.
Love you too. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing. I know Jody. I know the product's good. I think all the products are good. I think the meat sticks are good. I think the dog treats are good.
Oh yeah, Luna loves hers. That's for damn sure.
I mean, don't you guys find it interesting that we have pre-rolls, wine, beef sticks, dog treats? It's like, my God, it's like 200 countries, you know, it's just fun. It's fun.
It is. Thank you.
I love you. Have a great weekend.
Jody, thank you so very much. And I don't know if I said thank you very much to Coach Bob, but I'm going to say it again just to make sure that I did as we wrapped up his segment. John Tier. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome, welcome there. Please unmute yourself and share.
Hey. I'm a little late to the party, but I caught the the success to happiness. That's all I really needed. I'm out of here,
How are you doing, John?
Man, very busy, very blessed and busy though. As a
Good.
matter of fact, I'm gonna, as soon as I finish here, I got to run out of here. I just got a call to come in to sit in for somebody for about a half hour and make what was that, 125 for about 45 minutes worth of work. So
Good.
so I'm gonna run up out of here and it's right down the street. That's what I love,
Very
So
good. Very good.
so I was going to ask, and I think you did answer with Coach Bob about when we did that, the success and happiness, the new one that you said. So you're keeping the old one, and then and then that's after they become an affiliate. Is that correct?
Yeah. So
Okay.
here's the question for you guys. All right. Do you think it's possible to lead with the plan first?
I think it's possible. But you have the documentation that shows the results of the plan first.
So if you notice at the beginning of this plan, I not only showed my documentation, but I also talked about others' documentation.
Mm-hmm.
So as crazy as this sounds, I believe that the plan edited, doesn't have to have this, but people could just see the plan and go yes or no. That could turn into a peak of interest video.
Yeah.
So am I going to change the way I do things? No, because I think that people need to be hit in the face immediately with the documentation. So, it's like interesting because I've had a lot of people go, when are you going to upgrade the steps to success and freedom? And I'm going like, it's this, I believe it's the second most video we have on YouTube. Like showing someone, I don't know what the total amount was at the beginning of the year. I don't remember. So if it was 3.9 and now my back office says 4.6, I think as long as it's over 1 million, I think that it could still be relevant. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. If they can't, this is maybe my opinion, my thinking. If they can't get with $1 million, then showing them the theoretical example is really not going to make a difference.
It doesn't.
Because yours is live actuality, and so
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you guys will always notice how much I talk about sorting, because it really is what my mentor did to me, and so, even the most successful people like Eric Worre and people that have read my book, I ask them what they got out of it. And they go, now I understand why you're so happy, because you only talk to interested people. And John, to be vulnerable as I possibly can be, do you know that I say as little as possible to as many people as I can, as fast as I can, because it's really, truly just my personality.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to spend 20 minutes with you and then have you tell me that you don't like me and you don't want to date me.
Right.
I just,
right.
I don't need to go through that much effort and time.
Right.
So if you look at other things that don't have to do with business, people sort pretty fast. The first thought that I have in my mind is racing. So we're going down the strip, right? Cruising the point, and a lot of millennials, cruise their app now. But, I'm 61, so we didn't used to have internet. So we would go out and hang out where everybody did the point. How many people know what I'm talking about? You could tell by the look and the sound of my car that I was there for a different reason as well.
Fast and furious.
So not only did it burn like 8 miles to a gallon, and I only had a 10-gallon tank. So I would do a, V8 Vega. I would do a lap on the point, and then I would park at the Kmart parking lot. And I'm looking for people that go, hey, I'll race you.
Mhm.
How much? Yeah, it's like, so I just think it's interesting. I brought this up in another video, John, and I know that I can say this about everybody that watches this video live or recorded. I was the insecure dude that was if you wanted to hang out with me, you had to come to my garage and watch me work on my car. I wasn't the social butterfly, right? But that doesn't mean that I was a square. So every once in a while, I would go out with my friends club hopping, right?
Mhm.
And here's the thing, because I'm not pushy and sort of shy, we would go into a nightclub. And my first thing is I needed liquid courage just to be there, right? And so I would go stand in line waiting for the bartender, and my friends are gone. We walked in, they're gone. I'd get to the bar and get my drink, and I'd have three of my friends tap on my shoulder and say, we're going to another club. And I go, why? Because the friends that I hung around that were not racers were also good sorters. And we
Mm.
would be in a room of 300 people at a club, and those three cats had already figured out that there's no opportunities here.
Right.
Does anyone
Yeah.
know people like that?
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm saying that it's male and female.
Hmm. Hmm.
But you had certain individuals that went to nightclubs for a reason. And they knew how to sort.
Really fast.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
Now, I never was interested in learning that skill. So the joke I always make with people is that, I dated 3 girls and married 2. You know what I mean? So I was the guy that got dropped, right? But I hope people, if they just understood that, because I even was talking to someone in real estate, right? And I said to him, I said, do you know the people that are in real estate that you can't even see a house unless you send them a letter from your certified public accountant? And he goes, no. And I go, then you're selling to the wrong people.
Yeah.
Because
Mm.
the houses that Terry and I look at are by scheduled appointment. So you don't show up at an open house. You contact the real estate guy. No, our real estate guy talked to their real estate guy. And the first thing that they do is send them over a bank letter. The smart real estate people are only showing the homes to people that can afford to buy. The people that make hardly no money in real estate are showing the home to everybody. They're using their car. The kids are in the back of their car eating bubble gum. You know what I mean? And people will go, well, don't you have to start out at the bottom? You do. In everything. It's just the difference in the plan. So if you're going to make 3%, do you sell a $100,000 home or $1 million home? Or a $10 million home?
Right. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But they're
Yeah.
both selling homes, aren't
You know,
they?
it made me think of Pursuit of Happiness.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, John.
Thank you. See you
Have
guys.
fun at your gig.
Yep.
John, thank you so much, and break a leg out there. All right, I see Tom Booth. You just got your hand up, but before we get to Tom, we have Erlene Day. Now, Erlene, your camera is off. I'm going to unmute you because maybe you can't turn your camera on. I don't know. Is that good or no?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to turn it on.
All right, let me see if I can maybe. Does that help you? I think it did. There we go.
Greg's
Hello?
a wizard, man. Hi, Arlene. How are you?
Just fine. How are you, Robert?
I am blessed and highly favored and deeply loved.
That's good.
And you?
I'm doing well.
Awesome. I hope that you do better.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
How can I help you, Arlene?
Okay, I have two questions. First, before I ask my question, I just want to say I really appreciate all your videos and thank you for those videos. They helped a lot.
Thank
Keep
you.
doing it.
Thank you. Blessed to be a blessing.
Thank you. My first question is it okay to post on Facebook or like to my stories or on a daily basis when I post about the business?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. As you post on social media, just don't have unrealistic expectations.
Okay.
Because I have 165 or 163,000 followers on one of my Facebook pages. That's my professional page. And then my professional profile, I think I have over 40,000. And I cannot count the number of people that I put a post online that answered the post, signed up, and went to work.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. It's weird. The joke that we've always had about social media is, Arlene, you could make a post. I'm so excited. I've gotten the job that I've always wanted. And it's like people will come out of the woodworks to congratulate you on your new job. It's like you'll hear from people that you don't even think were following you. Then if you said, I just started my own business, take a look at my products. Crickets. And I got a quick question for everybody that watches this video live or recorded. How many of you have seen a post of someone marketing their products and you clicked on the link and bought it? I don't think I've ever done that, because we're human beings. We want to ask a bunch of questions that don't matter. It's just who we are as human beings. So your question was, is it okay for me to post about the opportunity and the products? And the answer is yes.
Oh, okay.
One of the people that I would follow that are really good at doing social media stuff is Jenna Zwago, Candice Bird Davis. There's a couple of women out there that man, they are great on posting about the products for sure.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, my second question is that I get a lot of how you want to say it, spam calls on my phone.
Yeah.
And so I want to know, is it okay if I leave a message on my phone just saying, okay, if you're interested in doing a home-based business, leave me a message.
Right.
And I'll send you a video. Is it okay to do that on, if I leave a message on my phone?
Yeah.
In reference to that. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a lot of not only spam calls, but I also have a lot of people that send me spam stuff on social media. And they'll send me a link and I send them a link.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know, Arlene, if you get, but I get I get wedding proposals, I get indecent stuff sent to me. I got people rejecting me. I got people that are going to turn me over to the FBI. It's like, it's funny. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I get weird stuff like that on Facebook.
It's just part of the game. It really, really is. I mean,
Okay,
even if you walk down the sidewalks in New York or walk down the sidewalks in Hollywood, the freaks are there, man.
Like the song said, the freaks come out at night.
Yeah, I that was the thought that I had, Arlene, but then I realized they're there all the time.
Yeah, that's true too.
So Yeah, I'm sure that if I was just walking the streets, I'd have people come up to me and approach me about all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? It's just, hey, sorry, not interested. So I did make a joke early one time about, you know, people that are scammers, you know, a lot of people give them a bad rap because they do scam people. But do you guys think that scammers know sorting?
All right.
Telemarketers, do you think they are sorting? Can you imagine a scammer that does that for a living, reach out to somebody and people go, I know you're a scammer. I'm going to block you and report you. And as soon as you block them and then you report them, they go, okay, my career's over. No, they're probably all sitting in a room laughing. Hey, I had another person block me and report me. Get back on the phone.
Well, I just
Get
call
back
you
on
from
phone.
another number.
Yeah, it's that's it. Any other questions, Arlene?
No, that was it. I thank you and
I
appreciate it.
I love and appreciate you too. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Arlene, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Appreciate you. All right, Tom Booth. I see you there, my friend. Let's go ahead, unmute yourself, and share with us.
There we go. You can hear me?
Yes, I can, Tom. How are you?
Hi, Robert. Thank you. This is really great. My thing is very quick. I did just want to congratulate Mary Valsic. I looked at that video. Craig sent it to me, and that's awesome. I'm going to be kind of studying that because I love to see in action kind of what you talk about. And okay, so we've I've got someone that you and I have been talking. That's a little role play here, and so
Sure.
you've convinced me to introduce you to my very best person. Let's say he's a real estate guy, has nice cars, contributes to charities, he's really popular in town, and so I wanted to hear again how you're going to present that, or I think that was on a previous video, but I can't really find exactly the one that it's on. It's really powerful. So
Yeah, it's the best video that shows that I can't take down is one of the videos that is actually has more views than Steps to Freedom and Success and Freedom. And that's the professor. So if you go to my YouTube channel, click on videos and then click on the most popular, it's the second video. And one of the things to see after showing someone the plan, Tom, and asking them as you're going through the plan, what would you do? How would it feel to actually be in business and be in profit? I also asked during that, Tom, just between you and I, what is your magic number? Now, a magic number would be not only amount of money that you would make in a month or a week that would make you proud, but you think that it would make other people that know you proud. And so when we hit that number, as I'm going through the slides, doubling an income, 300 a month, 600, 1200, 2400. See, I'm just doubling, right? And as I go through that slide, I'm going to hit your number. Do you notice that I stopped at 240,000 a year?
Yeah.
Because people can't dream more than double their income. So I'm going after the people that are making below 60,000 and people that make 100,000. So that's why the two slides. So after you go through those slides and you say, what would you do with that money? How would it make you feel? And now you got them in what I call, it's called dreamscaping. I got you actually involved and you're excited about what we're going to make working together. That's very important. Then I'm going to say, Tom, wouldn't you agree that it doesn't make a difference how many people that we have to go through to find the the two people that want to make a full-time income?
Definitely. Yep.
Doesn't matter, right? So at the beginning, why don't you, let me share with you, and I want you to think of someone's first name. And I'm going to give you a bunch of different descriptions of this individual. All right. They're always positive. They always seem happy. They, if you go into a room and they're already there, there's a group of people around them because they're great joke tellers and great storytellers. If everyone's in the room and they come in the room, it seems like just for a second, everyone's quiet. Oh, Tom's here. Like Lisa Marie just said, the life of the party, right? They're also the person that should have a bumper sticker that says the person with the most toys wins. So they not only have nice cars, but everyone in the family has a nice car. And they got quad runners, and they got wave runners, and they got a ski boat, and they go skiing, and they got a pontoon, and they have a fifth wheel, and they have a motorhome. And if you're blessed to be part of them having, it seems like a barbecue every weekend, but if you're with them at whatever they are vacationing, they seem to be the individuals that are always catering to everybody. It's funny, you'll see these people that not only do they have all the toys, but when they invite everyone over, they're letting everyone use the toys. It's just their nature, right? You find out that they always are doing like really nice things for the community. You know what I mean? So in this example, this person has a couple of things that a lot of people prejudge. They think that the person's busy, but they don't realize that the person has leveraged their time where they have all the time they want. They already have money. So then we prejudge them. It's like, geez, why would we call Tom? Have you seen Tom's toys? Has you seen Tom's RV? Tom doesn't need any money. They're vacationing all the time. People never stop to think, how did Tom get that money? Got an incredible work ethic. Got incredible communication skills. Loves a win-win-win. See, the people that everyone doesn't want to call, called the chicken list, are the best people to call. And they also have a center of influence. So these are people that when they do throw a party, people show up. Isn't that funny? So now that I explained this individual, was there a name that popped in your head?
Well, Bill.
Bill. Okay. So now I want to help you contact Bill. So if I were to call Bill for you, and this is what I said. Hi, Bill, this is Robert Hollis. I know you don't know me, but a friend of yours, Tom Booth, told me to give you a call. Do you have a minute? They go, sure. I just went through an explanation and a description of someone that we need to help us expand our company. After I shared with him all the stuff that I was looking for, Tom said, you, Bill. Based off his recommendation alone, I wish you would give me a minute of your time to explain who we are and what we do, so that you could introduce us to people that financially need help right now. So Tom, if I was going to call and leave Bill that message, does it sound like it would hurt your relationship with him?
I don't think so.
So would you mind if I call him?
Please.
That's what my mentor did to me. And the guy was named Rick. Now, when people finally hear what I was going to say to Bill, then normally people go, well, you know, Tom, listen, we're working together. Do you feel close enough to Bill where you could reach out to Bill on social media or anything and just say, hey, listen, I'm sitting here with a guy named Robert Hollis that's expanding a company. And he just described to me the kind of people we're looking for that could help us expand the company with the people that they know. I'd like to introduce you to him. Do you feel, Bill, like you could, Tom, you could call Bill and say that?
Okay.
Because if you did that, it would work better. And then you could just say, he'd say yes. And then you could just hand me the phone. Or if he says not right now, we could set a time.
Okay.
So would you feel comfortable calling Bill first?
Of course, I'll do that.
Are you guys getting this? Now, the third step I'd say, are you connected with Bill on social media? Because you could leave Bill either a text or a message on social media. Tell them that you and I had a video conference and that you would like him to look at a short video because you know for a fact he'd know some people that we could help. And when I explain it after doing the plan, you know what most people say, Tom? Well, if I knew you're going to say to people, now that I know how you contact people, I don't need your help. I could contact my people myself. And I go, but you got to know I'm here for you. So if you connect with them, have them watch a video of me showing my online banking, then you could say to him, hey, listen, I'd like to put you in a group chat, or maybe we could do a meeting with Robert, and Robert can explain a little more to you on how you can help us expand this company and help people out. So you always got me in your back pocket. So let's get a hold of Bill.
This is
How you
awesome.
want to do it? And I never thought of this. This is the first time that you were introduced to me, Tom, where I got to hear your first and your last name together. And I was wondering, are you related to that guy that didn't like Lincoln?
Fortunately not.
Have you ever been asked that before?
A few times, you know.
Now some of you are going, hey, who is he talking about? Hey, you gotta Google it for yourself. Tom's not related to him. So
I have said things like, well, it depends on how the next election goes. You know, I'll say that.
there you go. That's hilarious.
No, it's just, we're not related to killers and assassins, and it's a whole nother branch.
Well, Tom, I can't tell you how much I love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for asking that question, because I really don't know if there would have been a better time to ask this question than on the AMA that I did the plan on.
Oh, it's a big help. I really appreciate hearing it fine-tuned, you know.
Because here's something that if you guys, again, would stop allowing yourself to talk to yourself, you know, for those of you that haven't seen my other videos, we call this Dino. And it's like, rah, 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 rah. It's constantly talking you out of everything you're doing. The one thing that people do is they judge everyone they're going to call. They judge everyone they're going to connect with. And I'm going like, that's why it's called sorting. If you guys just understood people that make 6 figures plus a year, they got work ethic, they've worked on personal development skills, they're great connectors, they're great at conversations. People that make 6 figures have one thing that they want: freedom. So it doesn't make a difference. One of the guys that you guys know that showed up at the events, his name is David Oliver. And David Oliver owns a very, very, very successful flooring company. And he's getting up there in age. And he happens to be one of those individuals where his children don't want to take over his business. So he's a very successful business person. And the only reason that his business is not bigger than it is right now is because I know that some of you that do or have owned your own business will understand what I'm saying here. Good help is hard to find. So when you're self-employed, it's very, very difficult to find people that are long-term, that are willing to have delayed gratification. And so a lot of people don't even believe that they could sell their business. It's funny. I said this to Josh Weigel, the owner of MDC. And I know that some of you might think this sounds like ego, but you're going to realize right away it's not. And I said to him, oh my God, Josh, whatever you do, don't sell MDC. And his response is, you know, this company is worthless without me. That's the way David's business is. Does that make sense to you guys? That if there was a company out there that was going to buy My Daily Choice for hundreds of millions of dollars, if that person didn't sign a contract with Josh and Jenna Zweigel to run it, the heart is gone. The heart of the company is gone. And that's why Herbalife has struggled since Mark Hughes died, when the visionary and the person that has the heart to build it is no longer running the ship. It's not built with the same kind of magic. It's not built with the same kind of plan. Do you think that Josh Zweigel, you guys, listen closely. This is so important. Do you think that Josh Zweigel, when he started MDC, had a plan? And he's still implementing the freaking plan. Every one of you can quit and go to another company. And the one thing that I promise you is 10 years from now, MDC is still going to be here. And I'm going to have a larger group and made more money than I did today. It's like, you know, it's like if you watch, and here's another crazy thing. It has so much to do with faith and dreaming. Because that's why Steve Jobs did that Apple commercial, the first Apple commercial that was showed on the Super Bowl. You know, I'm just building a company for the misfits, the rebels. See, there's still the majority of the people on the planet, you guys. Listen closely. The majority of the people on the planet do not have an Apple product. So why is Apple the largest company in the world by market cap? The company's almost a $3 trillion business with $1 trillion in cash. This freaking company has more money in cash than 180 other countries combined. See, Apple doesn't care if you think the phones are too much. Apple doesn't care if you can buy a cheaper laptop or a cheaper iWatch. Apple has a target, an avatar of people that they serve. And everybody knows that the next phone that comes out is $1,000. No, it's not. It's $999. And the new laptop is $1,999. And everyone can say, "Oh, I'm going to get an Android, or I'm going to get a Google phone." Try to get an Apple customer to switch. Are you guys hearing what I'm saying? And there's idiots out there right now that are selling based on price, when the number one company in the world sells the most expensive freaking products. You don't need everybody. Richard Branson. See, if you're going to pick a person that you're going to model your business after, would you want 10% of the people in the world in your group that 100% know they want to make $500,000 a year? And here's where everybody judges them. No one needs to make $500,000 a year. Nobody. A person that gives away $1 million a year, if that's their plan. My plan's to help 25,000 and 250,000 orphans. Have you guys seen these commercials where it's like, for $1 a day, you can take care of this kid, right? So if it was $300 a year, isn't that $360? So $360 a year would take care of a kid. Times 2,500. 900,000. So if I'm giving $360 or $30 a month to 2,500 kids, my family also needs to live, right? So I got to pay my sons. I pay for their automobiles. I pay for their rent. I pay for everything so they can be created to be creators. I didn't want my children to go through, get educated and work for somebody the rest of your frickin' life. I chose this career so they didn't have to duplicate me. So now for me to take that to 10 times, this is dreaming, isn't it? So now I need 9 million. I need $9 million so I can go to 25,000 kids. Oh my God, Robert, how are you going to make 10 million a year? I'll live on $1 million and I'll give 9 million away. You guys hear that? And the numbers say what they are. So wait a minute, to make 10 million, to make $1 million a month, that'd be 12 million. So instead of being a super affiliate, I need to be a master affiliate. That'd be 500,000 a month. So what I need to do is do $10 million a month in volume. And if I'm doing $10 million a month, I divide that by 100. Are you guys watching the plan? Are you hearing me with the plan? See, that's the way my mind thinks. So if $1 million a month, I got to take $1 million in volume a month and make it 10 million. And then I'm going to divide that by 100 in volume. I need 100,000 people in my group. I need 100,000 people in my group that are on brand buck subscription. If I got 100,000 people in my group that are on a brand buck subscription, that's 100 in BV. That's 10 million a month in volume. And I'm making $1 million a month. That's 12 million a year. I'm going to take care of the 25,000 kids. And I got an extra 2 million left over. Do I think a little bigger than most of the people that watch this video? I do. But I didn't. When I met my mentor and he showed me the game plan, I went, I need to make $3,800 by the end of the month, or I'm homeless. He showed me a check for $62,000. He showed me a game plan where I can make $240,000 a year. What did my little brain and heart say? My magic number is $3,800, $3,800. That's what I need to make. And my mentor said, great, let's reduce to the ridiculous. So let's go back. That's 3,800. So can we round it up to 5,000 a month? 60,000 a year? I went, yeah. And he said, Robert, if you did 27,000 of volume, you'd be at 25K, but you'd also, I know if I said to you, Tom, I want to send you a check for $9,800, or I could send you a check for over 10 grand. We're just talking $200, aren't we? 2 digits before the comma just has a little more visual impact. So my mentor helped me set my plan. He said, Robert, if you shoot for 25, you'll probably miss it. Now you'll be upset with yourself because you barely missed a rank. Anybody barely missed a rank? You say, I got both hands up? All right. So you shoot above the rank. So I shot for 27,500 in volume and I failed. I still hit 25K, got a $4,100 bonus, and made another $6 grand on the jump starts in the global bonus pool. So my check was over 10 grand. How do you think my recruiting went my second month, Tom? Little more belief.
A little more belief.
Little more passion. Little more purpose. See,
raise it up.
yeah, people do the presentation different than me. When I got that 10 grand check, I needed to figure out a reason why I needed to pay bills immediately or I was going to be homeless. I found a friend and I said, listen, I'll endorse this check over to you. That's 37 years ago. I said, let's go to a bank. I'll endorse the check, deposit only to James Nguyen. He was a Vietnamese guy. And I said, but I need your help. And he goes, what's the help? I'll give you this check. I'll give you $10,100 for doing it. But I need to keep the check once I endorse it to you until I get my next check. And he's going, so you want me to give you $10,000 in cash? And then you're going to give me $100 and let me cash a check a month from now? I said, yeah. He goes, no problem. And so how do you guys think I did the rest of my presentations? Hey, Tom, look at this. Holy crap. How did you get a check for 10 grand? You want to see the plan? See, this is how my mentor got me, you guys. He showed me the plan. And then I looked at him and I said, consumer thinker, job thinker, consumer thinker, job thinker, consumer thinker, job thinker. Well, what product should I sell? And he's like, Robert, listen closely to me. What if the product was broken glass in a plastic bag? I'm going to show you how to make 10 grand a month, 120,000 a year, and it's just going to keep going up. But the product that we're selling is broken glass in a plastic bag. Now, what's your response? I don't know if I could do that. And he goes, why? And I said, well, I want to make sure that people get something for their money. And he goes, that's why you work for a living and you don't make money. He goes, have you ever played marbles? I said, yeah. He said, do you know there's a guy named the Marble King that's worth over $1 billion? I said, I didn't know there was such a thing. In the United States, there's only one marble maker. It's called the Marble King. Drives a Rolls Royce, lives in Beverly Hills. Do you know of anyone that plays marbles now? And I go, no. That means that he had to reinvent his business. So what he did is he just squished the marbles and made them sort of oval looking. And then people started putting them in vases or vases, depending on where you come from. And they put decorative flowers and dried flowers in them and use them for decoration. I go, I've seen that. And he goes, Robert, you know what they do with broken glass now? I go, what? They put them in fire pits. They put them in fireplaces and put natural gas pipe underneath them. You ever seen a fire pit with broken glass in it? Yeah. Just because you can't understand that there's value for stuff like that doesn't mean there is. But now let's get to the point. The products that we currently market are more valuable than broken glass in a plastic bag. I just needed to find out if you're the right person I'm working with. Because if you always are finding a problem with every product and you're a pessimist where you can find a problem with every solution, if you're a cynic that can find everything wrong with everyone and everything, I don't think this is for you. Because you're still one of those people that believe that people that make money are evil. Just because the movie industry singles out a couple of them. But there's a lot of people that I know that make a lot of money that do really good stuff. Really good stuff. And money only makes you more of who you are, Tom. So I don't mean to be mean, but if you work with me and I show you how to do this and you're an asshole, you're going to be a wealthy asshole.
Let's hope not.
Right? But Tom, I think of you as a different person. You to me look like if a person that if you got more money into your monthly budget, I just think that you would treat the people that you love better than you do now.
Definitely.
I think if we doubled that, you would find places and people that deserve that money. I think that you would talk to the people that you love the most, and you'd get them out of a dead-end job that pays them peanuts. You guys want to do something great for your family? Employ them. Not only employ them, and pay their taxes, and pay for the CPA. Oh, what's the benefits of being part of the corporation? Pay your housing, pay for your car, pay for your insurance. How many of you want to be a part of my family? Because that's what I do to my family.
I'm a little old to be adopted.
Yeah. But dream bigger. See, people are trying to figure out, man, I'd like to make a couple of $100. And I'm like, listen, I need $35,000 a month just to pay taxes and take care of my family. That's not counting the money that I just went through the plan on helping orphans. That for those of you that were on the plan, did I take your dreams a little further?
This is awesome.
So Matthew sends me a message every morning. Hi, Dad. I love you. What can I do for you today? And I'm like, nothing. What can I do for you? Nothing. Are you sure, Dad, I can't do anything for you? Yeah, I want you to be excited about the future. Let's go out there and impact as many people as we can. And Matt gets to do that and not worry if the bills are paid, whether or not he's got a reliable car, one for him and one for his wife. Lives in Irvine, California, close to the spectrum. Lives anywhere that he wants to live, drives whatever he wants to drive. And he's just got to help me impact people. Then I take the thing that we're building, the YouTube, and as that start making money, I hire Craig. Friend that's been by my side and loyal, whether I paid him or not. Because he's one of those people that gives and gives and gives and gives and gives and gives. Because he just wants to be a part of a movement, a part of something that impacts people. So now I got to pay Craig. Now, I love paying Craig. So if you ask Craig, does he plan on being with me for the next 6 months or the next year or next 5 years? Craig knows the plan. Matt and Craig know the plan of the Hollis organization and the visionaries. We know there's going to be 1 million subscribers. We got 1 million subscribers. That's going to tenfold our income that we're making now. We're going to have videos that are going to go viral, that are going to have 30 or 40,000 views on them. Yeah, just find another way of impacting more people and just do it.
Awesome.
Thank you, Tom.
Very powerful. Thank you, Robert, for giving so much today. My gracious.
I love you. I love you. I love you. And I still believe in my heart, you guys. If you don't believe that you can do this, I believe that you can. If you can't rely on your belief and if you can't rely on your belief and faith and courage and being bold, can you lean on me? Use some of my faith. Use some of my belief. Use some of my optimism. I'm your business partner, your friend. I believe in you. You don't have to believe in you. I'll believe in you until we get documentation for you through the plan, and then you can learn to believe in you. So I love you, and you can do this. I appreciate you. Let's call it a day, Craig.
I just wanted to let everybody that sink into everybody. OMG. And ladies and gentlemen, watch this video again. You want inspiration, you want motivation, you want to move forward, watch this video again. Shout to Bill Shoemaker. Thank you, Bill, for the donation. We appreciate you. We love you. If you want to donate, hit that $sign down on the bottom of the chat in YouTube. All the money that we receive from those donations go to the charities that Robert has shared with us, and he will make sure that they get that money. Also, got to give it out to, or before I give out the shout outs, if you want to save all the chat, because there's a lot of great information in the chat alone. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, it's in the chat, or it will be in the bottom of the YouTube channel in the description very soon, right after this video is done, if you're watching this live. Also, if you're watching it on Zoom, you want to click the 3 dots in the chat area, then click on Save Chat. It will download to your computer at the conclusion of this AMA. Shout outs to Bob Johnson, Coach Bob, thank you. John Tier, Jody Falcon, Erlene Day, Tom Booth for sharing with us today. And of course, Matt Hollis, bless you, my friend. Thank you so much. This is an incredible journey. You are the foundation, our executive producer. We love you. We appreciate you. Let's do this onward and upward. And of course, Robert, wow. 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 And wow.
Love you, Craig.
Love you too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching and taking the time out of your busy schedule to be part of the Amazing AMA Ask Me Anything with Robert Hollis. I'm going to unmute us all as we say goodbye. Have a fantabulous week. Be good to yourselves. Be cash, and bye-bye until next time. Take care, everybody.
Thanks, Robert. Love you, man.
Thank
you have a
you.
great weekend.
Love you.
Thinking about Terry. Hopefully she's feeling better.
Yeah,
Awesome.
she is. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, James. Thanks, Kai, Tom, Jerome, John, Jody. Hola!
Yeah, thank you, Robert.
Daniel, Kevin, Arthur, Melody, Rita, Jamie, JJ. Hi, Jay.
Thanks,
Coach Bob. Hey, Eric Markman, how do you get that green tint on you there, man?
It's the lighting in the warehouse I'm at. I'm doing a strip and wax. It's the lighting.
I thought you were dressed up like Shrek.
I'm Shrek's father.
I love you, Eric.
Yeah.
I love
Love
you,
you
Eric.
too.
Thank
Love
you.
you too.